Hello and welcome to the mod roundup for the 4th of February 2020. We have quite a few mods released today, 12 in total, 10 of which are available for PC and console, and 2 that are PC only. It's quite a lot of manure spreaders today. We've got 3 manure spreaders in this lot. We've got 2 tractors. We've got a very nice combine harvester that you can see at the back here. We've got a front loader and we've got a plough. So without further ado, let's take a closer look. First up, we have the John Deere H480. This is a front loader. It is by Custom Modding. It is available on PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. And it's actually a companion piece for yesterday's Americanized or American style 7210 art that was also by Custom Modding. You can see it goes really nicely with this tractor. And as you'd expect from a mod from Custom Modding, really nicely done. Very nice detail. If you get right in here and look at the warning signs, very detailed, nice high resolution images. So awesome looking mod. I would say if you're going to use this Americanized 7R, then yes, definitely grab this front loader. And in fact, because they're a companion piece, when you download this this front loader, it will also download the 7R US series at the same time. Let's have a look in the shop at this, and unsurprisingly, you will find this under front loaders, where you will find it for the price of 5,400. It says it takes the 125 HP. I'm wondering if that's horsepower or anything in particular. It's certainly not the tractor it's referring to. So interesting bit there. If we have a look in here, it's got absolutely no customization to it at all. So 5,400 is what you will pay for this. Not bad, actually, for a front loader to go on that tractor. Really nice piece of kit, and I highly recommend it if you are going to be using that John Deere 7R US series. Next up, we have the SIP Orion 120TH. This is a manure spreader. It is by Polycount. It's available for PC, Mac, PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. Again, this is a really nicely detailed mod. If we again zoom in on these warning signs, good detail to this. Very much like this mod as a great manure spreader. If we pop into the shop and have a look, unsurprisingly, again underneath manure spreaders, and it is 30,000 is its base price. Requires 100 horsepower to run. Takes 12,000 litres of manure. Has a 10 metre working width, a working speed of 12 miles an hour, and only takes manure. It has no customization, so basically all of those stats are standard. And yeah, so 30,000 for a pretty decent manure spreader that will do you pretty well, I think. Next up, we have the Agri Massive PZ4. This is a 4-furrow plough. Very nice looking mod again. Great bit of modding here from this. It's by Danomods. It's available for the PC, the Mac, the PS4 and the Xbox One. And yeah, not a lot to say about this one as well. It has a working width of 1.6 meters. And in fact, if we go into the shop, we can see these stats in a little more detail. Again, you will find it under ploughs. Unsurprisingly, 80 horsepower working power requirement. It has a 1.6 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, and has no customization. All for 5,000. So yeah, great little plow. Not a massive working width, but if you're going for a plow that you want to start out with on a smaller farm, absolutely great for that. So yeah, again, another great little mod. Next up, we have the Case Maxim series tractor. This is a medium tractor. It is by Lucas 2002 and Red Cat 3D. We've got one of the colour variants of it here. This is available for PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. And yeah, has really nice and detailed. I think this might be a modification of the standard in-game one. It does have a few functionality, bits of functionality and things. So if you press both mouse buttons left and right, the door opens. The rear window can be opened with 2 mouse buttons as well. And also it has roof opened by the mouse wheel. So I think if we hold both of those, doesn't say, oh hang on, press the mouse wheel and there we go, there is the roof opening as well. So lots of nice little bits of IC in this. And then on top of that as well, when you enter and leave the tractor, it also has movement on the steering wheel. So if I jump out and jump back in, you can see the steering wheel moves down as well. So really nice effects and little bits and touches on this tractor. So let's go and have a look at its stats. Let's pop into the store. So as I said, you'll find this under medium tractors where it's here. 145 horsepower is its base power level, 250 litres of fuel, 31 miles per hour, and base price of 112,000. So same as the starting one here, yeah. So yeah, basically identical to the standard in-game one. However, lots more extras on this. So color-wise, you have a load of choices. So you got the Case IH Red, the Black Edition, the Grey Edition, the 145 Years Edition, which is the one that we have at the moment, the Municipal, and the Red Cat Riot, which is not a massive difference, that one. No change or no charge for any of the colours. Then your design colours, you've got the Black Edition, the Case IH Red. I'm not sure exactly where these change the colours. Yeah, I can't see where the colours are changing for this. Unless it's the wheels. No, doesn't seem to be. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure where these colour changes happen. But again, no charge for the colour changes for the design colour either. Then you got the wheel brands. You have a choice of Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, or Nokian. Trelleborg, you have standard wheel weights, wide tyres with weights, narrow tyres, rear twin wheels, and full set of twin wheels. And that's it for the Trelleborgs. Michelin, you got standard and wide tyres. Mitas, similarly, you have standard and wide tyres. And then Nokians, you only have the communal. The most expensive setup is the double wheel setup here for the Trelleborg. Then interior colour, which is quite a nice bit, this. So we'll see if we can get a look at the interior. So you've got grey, and then you've got the white, or beige, as it lists it here. I quite like the beige interior on this. So that's your only 2 choices on that. Beacon lights, you've got left, right, and left and right. Yeah, you can go full beacon setup on it as well. You also have various engine setups. So you've got the CVX 115, the 125, the 135, the 145 is your last choice. And that takes your horsepower up to 175. Front loader attacher, yes. The allo console and no. So yeah, that's a interesting there. I wonder if... There we go. That is what the design colour changes. So the design colour is a change to the front loader. If you want... so 145 year edition, you need to make that match the design colour with the main colour for the front loader. So that is what that is for. Fenders, you've got broad with extension, small fender. And those are your choice. Default is broad, and I think... Yeah, small fender. Interestingly, the small fender is the most expensive option on that. And then mirror inside, you can see it on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. You have no and yes, which adds you an interior mirror, which I'm not sure if that works. I think we might have to jump back in the tractor in a moment and have a look. But yeah, there we go. That is all the options. So that adds an extra 32,000 to your initial 112,000 to take it up to 144,000 for the maximum cost of this tractor. So very nice looking. And as I said, we're just going to pop back out here quickly, jump in our tractor and have a look. And yes, there is a nice working mirror inside this tractor as well. Next up, we have the T674. This is a manure spreader. It's a lizard manure spreader, so the sort of made-up brand for Farming Simulator. It is by Mr. Dynamite88 and Theroxy. I think that's how you pronounce that. It's available for PC, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. And again, quite a nice-looking model. This very, very nice little manure spreader. Lots of detail to it, looking very, very good. Really liking that a lot. It is, if we have a look in the shop, it is under manure spreaders. It is right here for £8,000. It is 80 horsepower requirement, 8,000 litres, 3 metre, only a 3 metre working width, interestingly enough, 12 miles per hour, and takes manure only. Just comparing that, so massive price difference between that and the Orion. And the Orion takes, yeah, a little bit more horsepower, but has a massively bigger working width. So, yeah, interesting to compare those two. Let's have a look at what we have in here. So here something we have very different to the Orion. This is much, much more configurable. So we have a main color configuration between green and, dark green and blue. No charge for changing that. Rim color, you can go blue, red, yellow or black. Again, no charge for that. And then the design color, you can go red, blue or green. So interestingly, you can set the whole thing to green except for the rim color. So that's an odd setup like that. And then the capacity is can be increased. So 6,000 capacity up to 8,000, which adds the wooden boards to the top. And that adds, just the capacity adds 2,500 to your initial 8,000 price tag, taking it up to 10,500 as a maximum cost for this mod. Up next is probably my favourite mod from today's selection. This is a John Deere 2266 combine harvester. It comes with a header and a header trailer as well. It is by Minufi FS, I think that is. And it's available for PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One, and this is a lovely looking harvester, slightly older harvester, but yeah, great starting harvester. I think this will be as well. No particular opening doors or IC or anything like that on it, but yeah, very nice looking mod. Again, some good high res bits and pieces in here, some nice detail in places where you probably wouldn't see it otherwise if you were just having a casual look at it. So yeah, very, very much liking the look of this combine. A combine I think I'm going to have to use at some point. Let's have a look at it in the shop. So you'll find the combine itself under harvesters. Here it is. It is 120,000, 270 horsepower, 550 litres of fuel, 15 miles per hour top speed, 8,000 litre tank. Has the John Deere header and a corn header. No corn header included in this, I should say. And will harvest wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflowers, soybeans and corn. If we pop into here, you can see that while it's lovely and everything, it has no configuration. So 120,000 is the maximum price you'll pay for this. But yeah, very, very nice looking harvester this is. To go with it, you have a header. So under the headers, here you will find the John Deere 820 for 42,000. It has a 6 meter working width, a working speed of 6 miles per hour, requires the 2266 combine, and this will handle wheat, barley, oats, canola and soybeans. And if we have a look again, this has no configuration to it, so 42,000 is the maximum that you will pay for this header. Finally, for this mod, under header trailers, you will find the John Deere 820 header trailer for 4,500. Now, this is the only part of this combine that is actually configurable. And what you can configure on it is the wide tyres. So you can add wide tyres. They add 100 to the base price of 4,500 to take the maximum price of this trailer up to 4,600. Next up, we have a small shed. This is a small wooden shed for storing agricultural machinery. It's a Lizard branded shed. It is by a Driver 300. It's under Farm Buildings, and it is it's available on PC, Mac, Xbox, and PS4. Interestingly enough, it's got some nice detail to it. It does have one little issue, and I'm just going to fly up show you this. So this is the Seasons snow on it. So it has, if you're not running Seasons, it has snow on the roof at all times. Otherwise, yeah, it's nice that it has that touch. So it is a Seasons ready shed, but yeah, it has snow on it at all times. If I just drop back to the ground, we'll have a look at it in the shop. You will find it here under sheds towards the end. It only costs 2,000, so actually really nice cheap little shed if you're looking for a little bit of extra storage to your farm. I think this is great. I think we may end up using this on the realism experiment because it's such a nice little shed that we can just add in and then have that little bit of extra storage. So great little mod that, and yeah, I think that's a useful little shed. Up next, we have a machinery shed and shelter. These are a couple of base buildings. You can see I actually have placed it slightly wrong here. But this is by FNB Modding / Farmer S3B. It is available for PC. They're both available. They come in a pack. Available for PC, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. And yeah, some nice detail to these. Look pretty good. We got this in the corner because I've raised the other one. But this one looks like it's a shed for storage. Oh no, actually these are of course engineering pits. So those are quite cool. I don't think there's any options to go with them. No, you can't open any of those. That would be pretty good. But yeah, so those aren't openable. And then we've just got this. So there's a nice little bit of storage in the shelter here. That's pretty good. And then that comes with sort of a barn area on the side here. So yeah, nice little bit of detail with the electrical boxes and things. But a good pair of sheds, those two. If we find them in the shop, you can find them, unsurprisingly, under sheds. You've got the old machinery shed, that is 43,000, and the machinery shelter, which is 48,000. So yeah, good couple of farm buildings there. Next up is the first of our two Seasons Geos. So this is the Season Geo Italy Rice. It is by Farm Nord Est. And it is for PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. It allows you to grow rice in Italian territories. I don't think it doesn't actually have rice listed here. So I'm guessing it's built specifically for a map. In fact, it's built specifically for it, Terra d'Acqua team. Yes, with the map. Italian rice, sorry, by Terra d'Acqua team. So this is a specific geo for that map. It has a specific geo for rice, which is absolutely brilliant. So if you download that map, I highly recommend grabbing this geo as well, because that will be really, really helpful on that map. Our second Seasons Geo today is Seasons Geo Texas. So this is specifically set for Texas farming in the US, of course, state of Texas. It is by A-Dub Modding. It's available for PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. And as you can see, it's got some pretty long sowing and harvesting seasons, or harvesting times. So yeah, really, really good if you want to experience farming with a Texas flavour. Our next mod for today is the Agromet N219. This is a manure spreader. It's by Adanomods and Cubos. It is for PC and Mac only. Again, yeah, looking quite nice. I think this is, looking at the text on the front here, I think this is a Polish brand. Looking quite nice. Again, nice level of detail to this. If we get up close to our labels and things, nice bit of detail on those and on the reflectors on the side. So yeah, really liking this mod. Lots of detail gone into this. We can find this in the shop under manure spreaders, where it's our last. It is actually 500 more than the lizard we were looking at earlier. It requires 35 horsepower, takes 3,500 litres of manure, it has a working speed of 7 miles per hour and a 3-metre working width. Yeah, interesting that I think our for work-wise, I think our various manure spreaders got slightly worse as we've gone along. Not worse mods, just worse as in what they offer, really. Yeah, so nice looking mod. No options, no customizations on this at all. So 8,500 is the most that you will pay for this. Yeah, if you're looking for something small, maybe this is the mod for you. And our final mod for today is the McCormick MC11/120/135. Again, nice little tractor mod. This it's got, what I do like actually, it's got front PTO as well as a front linkage, which is brilliant. This is under small tractors. It has been created by North Modding et al. And yeah, is quite a nice mod. It is for PC and Mac only. Has a really nice level of detail to it. And as we've seen with all of today's mods, you get close and you've got lots of nice little details. Like the labels on that engine. Really, really good. Liking that a lot. It also has some IC controls to it. So middle mouse button, that will do the front window. Left mouse button will do both the left side door, and if you go up with it, it will open the back window. So that's looking quite good. No controls for the other door at all, as far as I can see. That's the front window. Yeah, there's no controls for the other door. So that is all the stuff you can open on that. If we look inside, quite a nice interior on this as well. Really, really nice little yards track to this. I think that's that would work really well as that. If we go and have a look in the shop, you'll find it, as I said, under small tractors. There it is, the McCormick MC series, it's listed in here. And it is 41,500 base price, 115 horsepower, 196 litres of fuel, 24 mile per hour maximum speed, and a few bits of customization on it. So I'm not quite sure what that is. Yes, that is your front mudguards. A little bit of a translation issue there, I think. So it's showing the German on the English setup. But yeah, so that's the front mudguards. Actually costs money to remove the mudguards. Engine setup, you've got the 115, the 120 and the 135. So we'll set that to its maximum. And then wheel setup, you've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, and narrow tyres. Rear twins, all twins, and that is it. Interesting that the twins are the thin ones, which yeah, really quite works really nicely for this tractor. Maximum upgrade cost of 6,450, adding to your 41,500 initial price, taking you up to 47,950. So yeah, a nice cheap tractor this as well. Only thing I think this is missing is a front loader console. I would like to have seen the ability to add a front loader to this, but otherwise, great little tractor. So there we go. That is today's roundup of mods. All that really remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.